Good morning, guys. I don't know if it's just me that sits around trying to put all the puzzle pieces together, looking at life, the way things have been progressing, or should I say, regressing, trying to understand all the players in the stage and trying to make some sense of things. In the past couple of years, it seems that we're on this roller coaster ride, trying to hold on. Many people have lost their jobs, have lost family members. It seems that things are out of control. There seems to be no end in sight in what's taking place. And it appears that our freedoms, or the supposedly freedoms that we have been provided or been living, are slowly or steadily disappearing. There's two opposing sides constantly to the drama that we're seeing unfold. Who is wrong and who is right? If we look at other countries and how they once upon a time lived and how they're living now, it kind of makes you wonder where we are heading. It all started off with this equality, protecting certain minorities, removing the ability to speak your mind, and trying to cuddle certain individuals based on their life choices or their differences. And in hindsight, it appears that that is a noble thing to do. But in that nobleness, there hides this darkness that is unseen to the naked eye. But if you dig deep, you will see that they're using minorities and things to remove your ability to think and speak your mind. It's very deep, and you really have to sort out certain things to really get to the core of it all. But just look around you. Social platforms are no longer social. It's the war zone, actually. And if you say the wrong things, you will become deplatformed, demonetized, silenced, censored. These were platforms that were built. For instance, this platform right here that I'm using right now, back in 2006 when it started, it depended on the creators, on those of us that wanted to speak our mind about things, and then they started advertising, and then they started making money from us. But then this bigger corporation bought this platform over, and now it's trying to control what you think and what you say. We have a group of people, social justice warriors, these political organizations that are using you as a tool to get what they want. Because kid yourself not, it's all about politics, it's all about money and power and control. You're just a pawn. They don't care about you or me. They pit us against one another just because we have different opinions and different way of viewing and seeing things. And you know what? We're not robots, although that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to create this program and plug you into this program and make your mind think the way they want you to, because that's how governments throughout the world control you. The word government in and of itself means mind control, governmente in Latin. The government is supposed to fear the people, not the other way around. It's time for humanity to understand what's going on. And we're seeing the players in different countries, how things are playing out. Our neighbors just above us. Canada is going through a massive, massive turmoil. And the sad thing is that some people agree with what is taking place because, Stockholm Syndrome. Those that abuse you make you feel like you need them and that it's okay to be abused. As I've always said, I don't have all the answers. I just think a lot. And it's time for us to put on our thinking caps and stop being controlled. Stop living life based out of fear. Diseases have been around since the beginning of time. We get ourselves into trouble since the beginning of time. I don't know what God is, but I know what God is not. They even use our Creator to instill fear, make us do things or lack of things, or not allow us to evolve as a spirit being based on fear. We need to operate in a space of love because fear and love cannot coexist. I know one thing. As spirit beings, we are here to evolve and grow, to make mistakes, to understand our mistakes so that we could evolve further. It's not as simple as they're trying to make it seem. You are multifaceted. You are an incredible spirit being that requires freedom. We cannot be placed in a box. We cannot be placed in a cage. And until we all realize that, because it's going to take all of us, then we're going to continue to make the same mistakes time and time again. We're going to destroy ourselves. We're going to destroy each other. We're going to lead life in confusion, harm ourselves while we harm the ones we love. In the end, these bodies rot. We get either cremated or buried, but the spirit goes on. And what we do here will affect that spirit for a lifetime, because as karma, we create these contracts, these I don't even know what to call it, but as we live, we're gathering these karmatic energies that we have to dissolve, evolve. And until we realize that we're not just some particles clanging in the thin air making noise, that what we do matters, we will continue in a spiral. I'm not talking about heaven or hell, because that is so small. That is just the mind of a human being that can't understand something bigger. So they simplify it and they put it in this little book and they tell you, here, follow this. Yet if you look at history, continue to make the same mistakes, and we're not getting anywhere. because we're not evolving spiritually. It's time to stop fighting one another and start looking at these corporations, these organizations, as religious entities that are controlling the human species. There's no need for all this needless suffering that we're creating upon one another. The time is now, my friends. Time is ticking. Just look around you. I hope we could get it right. I really do. Because our life depends on it. Love you guys, but remember to always love yourselves too. Bye-bye.